Nani yuko hapo?
Yeah.
Sporadik.
Yeah. Sporadik in it.
Sporadik uko hapa.
Yeah, Ojay bade. Weekend vipi bana?
Weekend iko chill town man.
Yeah.
You know, yako imekuwa vipi?
Yangu imekuwa poa sana, nimekaa kijani yani like the whole day.
Yeah.
Sasa nimetoka nje nionekane za pata identity kiasi huko nje.
Identity man. As in, this is not about a crisis because before one's kuongea your crisis, you gotta know about identity. So you know like we were doing social camouflage and social camouflage ilikuwa the last time. And ilikuwa about kuficha kitu. Your real self, ndio? So sasa tunataka kuangalia ni self gani hiyo mtu alikuwa anataka kuficha kwanza.
And what's the cause of hiding yourself identity?
So I was reckoning identity is a condition of being oneself and not another thing, which include characters na conditions zile zinapatia kitu quality yake.
But still when you're saying identity being the true self, sometimes how do you know that what your identity is your true self?
Well, that is an interesting question. An interesting perspective because ukianza kuangalia nini ina build character ya kitu. In a sense, because we are a collection of so many things. So ukisema ati Ojay. Ojay iko na habits nyingi. Ojay iko na mind yake, Ojay iko na vitu mob as Klads iko nayo. So what do you think? Kuna vitu zile particular ama unafikiria ni habit ama unaona identity inatoka wapi?
Because kitu moja na feel na identity is like it's a variable. It's not fixed because leo naweza sema, and in fact the whole aspect of us going to campus and studying some, you do your courses and all that, you're trying to mimic a specific identity. So you see you have lawyers, you have engineers, you have lecturers, you have whatever. So I mean, I think identity is a variable that you can actually change and tune into something else. And say, I want to be identified as a doctor, or I want to be identified as a philosopher, and so on and so forth. So
somewhat, that makes me think. There's this old school series. I mean, it is old school, but in the new school, and it's a continuing series because, and there's in kuna contradiction, peer identity, for the main character, like Doctor Who. Doctor Who. The doctor has always been the doctor. Yet the doctor the people, listen, vitu zinaanguka, the people, vitu zinaanguka. Lakini si akili, aikiwa irishukangi hivyo.
Akili yazishuka
So we're talking about the doctor and the doctor wanga assume bodies nyingi. Often muuliza the doctors inakam na memory tofauti. Sometimes the doctor has different tastes. Anapenda personality different ya msichana mwa company. So you gotta ask yourself like, what really defines the doctor? Nini nafanya anakuwa na hiyo personality yake major?
Exactly. What variables change for you to have specific identities? So hapa tunaweza sema identity. It's the collection that what?
It has to be like a relation.
Is it a relation?
That something bears to itself. But Klads, kwa hiyo the same thing. Unaweza ikaji, for example, identical twins tuseme.
I think being identical twins, that's an outside perspective. That's how we see them, as identical. But I'm not certain about how they feel or what they feel inside. You can look like someone else. Obviously kutakuwa na hizo times watu wanasemanga alifeel hivi pia nikafeel hivi and stuff.
Hiyo part Klads anasema is essential properties za identity because kwa identity kuna venye tumesema like ni collection ya vitu. Kuna essential properties na kuna accidental properties. Because the first thing tukianza kusema Klads like kwa key definition we'll say human. Ya pili male. Like hizo ni essentials zile za kudescribe it. They're almost physical. Accidental sasa ni labda tuseme habits.
Na pia habits, let me just stretch it a little bit. Habits pia inategemea na I think inategemea na train or whatever, like what people believe in. Inategemea na beliefs, by the way. So cause habit inaangaliwa na society. Sometimes kuna zile habits ukiwa place kama Bama hapa mali watu chinja ng'ombe and stuff. It's it's normal, right?
Yeah.
Lakini huwezi peleka Bama place ka India, okay?
Yeah,
Because their beliefs in how we treat animals is different.
Yeah, especially cows. And I suppose ni kweli pia like the infamous story ile wasi wengi huongea juu ya Kenya tumsee akienda majuu alibuy mbuzi kwa pet shop akachinja akashika. So you know like unajua ni food. Lakini nyama ni something else.
So hapo ndo napatiwa kuna kitu culture shock. So just out of habits and all that.
Which implies identity basi ni kitu inaweza identity can be something borrowed from culture. And it begs a question which so because we are introducing this.
Exactly. And it can actually be individual identity or it's a collective identity. Like we can identify ourselves as Kenyans, but we have our own differences from at an individual level, you get?
Yeah, certainly, because for me there's a contradiction about whether or not to describe myself as Kenyan. Because the nation itself exists out of borders which were drawn not by Kenyans, but wale wasole to colonize for not more than a century, you know?
Exactly. Even the mountain was given to Tanzania.
So we essentially a London nation, and you sort of feel your identity as an African or the opportunity ya de-identify.
I like that. Bless this our
London nation. You feel robbed of the chance to identify yourself. So I was leading to something. Like, do you feel identity is something which you're given, or something you build? You know, is identity something a given?
It's a given thing. First and foremost, identity needs to be given, and then once it's been given, the giving can be acquisition, or someone just says you're so and so. You see, when we were born, we are given names, right? And we don't have any say in that particular level of naming ourselves.
As dogs don't have the names too.
So as we grow up, we move with that name. We identify ourselves as our birth names and all that. But so we acquire that identity.
And some of us go beyond that. Tunajipatia majina zetu as artists.
Some majina zetu as artists. Now the whole thing is an identity mimics. Again, it takes us back to mimesis. Identity can mimic something that you've seen that is good out there.
Something implied, something you wanna attain, something you're reaching. Because and when you're doing that, I have to question essentially from a philosophical standpoint, because we're speaking philosophy on rap and development in Kenya. The thing is, when you look at identity in a vacuum, for example, you're the only human who exists. How then do you identify yourself as a human? Identity in a need something else which is a relate nayo. You find a similarity which it will party collective identity. But you can also, in a vacuum, you might as well also be thinking, how do you ascertain something when you're the only unit in exists? Because identity in mathematics implies the unit. That which uki impose on a different element, the second element doesn't change.
Exactly. So you need at least two points of views. Because when you sit alone and you ask yourself, who am I? You need to ask yourself, who am I in perspective to a second point of view, like another entity or another point
one
of
that
view.
acknowledges you
as who you are.
And a reasoning with your reasoning qualities and capacities.
Exactly. So I think the principle of duality persists because there can be and there cannot be.
As an intro, this is so delightful because we're gonna cross so many points of which there's so many contradictions, because damn it people, this is philosophy ni wagwan, sometimes I'm gonna bite kichwa ukitaka bite rasa. So like the truth of the matter is you mentioned duality, but I would suppose it's self in relation to other selves. And self in relation to self, because kuna zile vitu unaweza jua from like nikieka mkono yangu kwa moto nitaban. You don't need
feedback.
That's feedback. Feedback can be a source of identity, which essentially then brings us to
identity as a process, right?
So this feedback from nature.
We get feedback. Let's just go down a bit. With the computer world, you have just a 1 and a 0, right? A there be and there not be. So there are two opposites. That's the bytes. Now, or the beats actually.
The beats, yeah.
Yes. So how they work, they simplify how we can break down stories alive. Yeah. Because when you either put your hand on the meko or not put your hand on the meko.
Yeah.
Okay. And then now, once you've done that, now we have the feedback. The feedback is the output when you combine the 1 and the 0. Yeah. And depending on the pattern that you actually combine them.
And speaking of using the computer analogy, you see philosophy bado inform quantum computing, where now you can assume both states at the same time.
Yes.
And so decisions inakuwa na complexity tena ya identities tofauti.
Yeah.
Hence, and of course that's why quantum computers significantly more powerful,
Yes.
more powerful than your normal computers.
Yeah.
But we were looking at identity as a process, like through process ya growth. Ule mse ulikuwa mtoi na ule mse uko sasa present, na ule mse utakuwa in 50 years.
Yeah.
Are they you?
They ought not to be the same. You don't want to be the same because we're in a constant shift. We're in a constant shift, and every single minute, every single second, we assume an identity, a new identity as time goes.
I think it was probably Leibniz or David Hume alisema that identities are fluid.
Yeah.
They really are not static.
It's software. I can say that. It's something that is changing. And it's changing given the environmental parameters, because your identity when you're standing on top of a mountain should not be the same as your identity when you're actually in the slopes or when you're near the ocean.
Hence that brings us back to now the crazy question about this collection that defines and gives quality, which you render into identity. What amount do you need to chip away? For example, because mti ni mti bila leaves zake.
Yeah, a tree is a tree without the leaves.
But mti ikikuwa kitabu, hiyo si mti tena.
Yeah. That's a transformation.
Yeah, when a tree becomes paper, it ceases to be a tree.
Yeah.
It becomes something else.
Exactly.
So ni qualities gani zile mtu anaweza endelea kutoa? Because look, if I for example became vegan today, I'll still be Ojay.
Yeah.
What about if I quit smoking? I'd probably still be Ojay. And the people joining najaribu kuquit bana, kuquit sigara ni ngumu.
Yeah, guys comment and just help this guy, man.
Bana, msiniambie ni vape. Hiyo bado ni motion.
Yeah, man. Yeah. For me, I'm partially a vegan. Yeah.
What does that mean?
I only eat meat when I have to. It's not part of my main dishes.
I quite
because
like
I prefer more vegetarians. I used to have a problem before, but then after 4 or 5 years I can go weeks on just vegetables and stuff. It's quite good.
So the idea of how many from the collection do we need to remove before an identity loses itself?
Right. We, as I said, we are shifting. So every shift has its experience. Now, for me, I went through a bit of experience before I decided I'm going to be pro-vegan as compared to being in eating meat and all that.
Yeah, blind consumption of animals.
Yeah, just because I used to keep animals, I used to keep rabbits, then affection kicked in and all that. And then you're like, you've been with this thing and then you're supposed to eat it. Doesn't really make sense. Yeah. And then I stopped slaughtering animals, chicken and all that. I can't even kill a cockroach, man. I just throw it out the window if I'm annoyed to it. So that's how it's a process, and through that process is when you start you start finding yourself and what really keeps you together, okay? Because we were born in a society
that sounds like identity as a process, because your worldview had a certain shift. So it makes you pro-vegan. That is the acquired worldview, and taste mpia, and a respect for life. It's a different outlook. But you see, even with identity, when it comes to that, and in relation to worldviews, you have the absurdities, especially as come through David Hume and existentialism, where it is absurd to expect want identities to respect nature. Because the universe is indifferent. The universe is essentially indifferent. So, and identities also do not need to be tethered to fear.
Exactly. It doesn't have to be, because anyway, you just touched fear is the worst enemy. I mean,
And we're gonna get to fear too. Fear to come in I think next episode. Next episode we'll open the door to fear, as we are opening the door to identity. And freedom in identity. Where you do have freedom presents the possibility of so many iterations and probabilities.
Exactly. Freedom is also, I think freedom is an essence. It's of essence, because without freedom, identity cannot be noticed. Because
very true. I agree with that.
Because you need to have some form of freedom to exercise a certain identity form.
So I was looking at persistent identity, and persistent identity, you can see it in, for example, objects and the values we accord those objects. So value system, for example, nikiomba mse finje, anyway finje, and then I use that 50 bob, alafu nikiget finje ingine nimrudishie. Like that 50 shillings value yake na identity yake is the same.
It's constant.
But if I told you like I need your pet for a photo shoot, dogi yako idai because nilifunika kichwa yake na juala, alafu nikulete dogi ingine.
So it won't be persistent.
So that the people is ni fungibility, which is a property of being interchangeable with objects of the same kind. So fungible objects cease to be in the face of sentiment. For example, kama gift. Sasa you see like dough inaweza kuwa like it's fungible. You can exchange 50 bob for 50 bob. But kuna saa ingine, for example, kama una note ya 10, utaki kuiachilia because ina represent.
Exactly. Because right now getting a 10 bob note ni shida.
There's that sentiment behind it.
Exactly.
And how about a gift? Like someone gifted you a mug. Naweza kubaya mug ingine, but maybe hii mug ilikuwa ina sentiment ingine.
Yes, if it's a mug, in as much as it looks identical, but it comes with that energy, the gift. And that's why when you're given a gift, normally we're tunasema usipatie mtu mwingine. Never give anyone your gifts. I mean, it's with the gifts that are given to you, keep them for yourself.
And they become identifiers which you acquire by kuget your value mtu amekupatia by kupatia your gift. Na wewe pia umepatia object gift. So it's relatable that entity A na B, they hold a certain value system with each other. Na your gift umenipatia si interchangeable na kikombe yoyote ingine utanipa.
Exactly. A gift is not interchangeable, especially if it's given in good faith. Because let me tell you, if you broke a vessel, that vessel was given to you by your dad, for example. It doesn't matter how many more vessels you're gonna buy. It won't replace that, because the original vessel came with that energy from the dad. It came with that goodwill. So it can't be interchanged.
So indeed, I do agree with that. And people, this is an intro to identity, and we'll get deeper into that. Identity will be a running topic which will come back 2 years from now. Not at the episode next 2 years from now. The people, it's a running topic which inform philosophy na discourse ya debate topics nyingi sana. So because this is about the 254 na music yetu in the 254, I wanted to put out identities za hip hop. Zilikuwa hip hop ikianza ilikuwa very positive. So we had inclusion.
There's activism. There is equity and justice. So I think those ones are mainly affected by the environment as well.
Because hip hop ilitokea from a position. When I look at inclusion, for example, hip hop ilitoka from a point here, and of course angalieni kokoto, native tongues, where we tell people about venye hip hop ilikam. From a point here, gentrification, binadamu watu tulikuwa tunataka voice yetu, urban culture, tulikuwa tunataka voice ya protest, voice ya kutaka justice. You look at the Black Power movement, in a letter they inoculate the race to speak as one, inaleta wasi wale wana agree politically na philosophically na hii movement, wapate umbrella body moja kuongea.
Exactly.
The localists wa Kongo walikuwa na umbrella zao, the umbrella movement. So hiyo inclusion inaweza give rise to a certain genre of music kama msanii.
Ni kama last day I was watching this activism video from Black Lives Matter. They were asking guys like, what do you think world would be like without black people? Unapata watu wengi walikuwa wanashindwa kuendaje. So a lot of people didn't have answers for those. So those are things that I think they are mainly affected by industries. I mean the environment. Like inclusion, you want to be included in a group, or you want to push out to be having a certain identity. Activism, you know, if you don't like some things in the society and you want to push some change, you know, and so on and so forth. So equity, you know, to feel like you belong
and there's some semblance of balance, education, access to facilities, for example. You see facilities zile tunapatiwa, the poor wanaweza patiwa, you know, community colleges or patiwa bursaries za kwenda university or whatever. So kuna wale wasatakuwa wanaongea juu ya vitu kama hizi, and you know, with examples in hip hop tunaweza patia. Common is one of the more mainstream people wale wanaongea juu ya vitu kama hizi, you know, and wanaongea juu ya you know, taking away from the negative identities zile ziko kwa hip hop kama vulgar sexism. Common atakupatia ngoma poa sana ya kuongea na like come close. It's a dope love song, I suppose, you know. Dead Prez, you know, akidu mind sex, they're elevating conversation ya venye unaweza treat mwanamke, venye unaweza mkatia.
That's nice. And then there's justice. So some hip hop, you've heard of poetic justice, other elements coming in. So ideally, for justice to be done, let's say Nelson Mandela alienda kafungwa 40 years. Someone came up with some hip hop track, you know, trying to, you know, seek justice and all that. So all of these things are mainly affected by the environment. And funny enough, by the way, there are some areas in this world where you can go and there's a lot of positivism. Because of the vibes that are in there, you know.
And you know, places in is gonna positivism. You find that they use they take to heart the freedom that should come with identity through existentialism, because existentialism inaleta freedom and appreciation of absurdities, you know, inaleta humanism. So think about the monks. They feel really free to define themselves however, and they are wanna refuse. It's not even a rejection, but wanajitoa from hiyo pressure ya dunia push say into capitalism, materialism.
Exactly. So I love the monks, man. I mean, you just feel content in what you have. You're contented in having nothing, ideally.
And you see, we say they have nothing.
But they have something.
To them, they have the world.
They have the world. They have the biggest gifts that you can ever have in this world, man.
The mind, is where the revolution equal.
In fact, there was a friend of mine called Mambia. We have a lot of security checks, especially when you're going into government buildings or you're going to State House or something. Guys will come and scan your body and all that. They make sure you don't have any weapons, but they forget one thing. You're carrying the biggest weapon in your head. Iko tu hapo ndani. That's the biggest weapon that you can ever have, but people don't care. People don't know. People are so materialistic, and you see, they're looking for guns, they're looking for knives, they're looking for...
And you see, behind every act of violence is an identity ile imekuwa forged kwa brain. Hapo hivyo ndio story yote ina happen. So and I think basi this self, you know, it's almost as if kusema essence precedes substance, or you know, the contrary opinion. But you know, inaweza begin identity inaanza kwa mind. Kuna wase wengine, there's a different school of thought ile that's you my identity inatoka elsewhere, like kitu tunapewa. So
no, it's from within. Actually, the way they also say beliefs exceed reality. So it's what's in your mind, what you believe in, that gives you your identity. And that shifts also. Because like, you know, vile hata nini Moses aliulizanga God ati who are you? Alimjibu I am. I am who I am. So you get, so ideally alikuwa tu anamaanisha identity yake ina shift, ni consciousness. It's not you can't put it in a single piece of glass ukasema but ndio huyo hapa no. Yeah, so it's everything for real. Yeah, sawa. So
okay,
I think guys
we've given you a beautiful intro up hivi.
Yeah.
Tutapatia consequences za identity next time, which is, you know, for example, if identity is fluid and ever changing, because you're not the same person ulikuwa hapa leo or jana, you know, or
the next minute you won't be the same.
So the consequences na questions zile zita come through the people, man, is for example, tuache na swali moja mbili, who is going to be held accountable when the self is ever changing? So if you commit a crime, unasema si mimi ilikuwa mimi wa jana.
Yeah, because mimi wa jana. Now I'm a changed man. I'm a changed man. You know.
And you see, tukifunga, we talked about slavery to capitalism and systems zile zinafanya watu wapate identities zile ziko forged by, you know, either ku pressure ama ku tethered to worldview zile hakuwa na choice kama, you know, religion, tuka hizo. So sporadic in it. Round 2 tunakam.
Yeah.
The intro.
Yeah. Charge.